Hi, Pranav.
So, first of all, thank you for giving us your time. And congratulations for getting your summer internship from American Express as analyst role. So, Karthik, before we start, we would like you to give our viewers a brief introduction about yourself.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm Karthik. I'm from Hyderabad. I'm a computer science graduate, and I have 5 years of work experience where I've worked with Amazon for a year in a non-technical role, and then moved into IBM into a technical role for in SAP domain. So over there, I've worked. Right, I started off as a UI5 developer and then handled cross-functional activities, which is briefly my whole profile of IBM technical as an engineer experience. And then in 2022, I started my MBA journey, and currently I'm in my second year. And my core domain and specialization in MBA is in business analytics. So, as Pranav said, American Express has been my internship experience for 2 months in April and May. And yeah, let's talk about that.
So, Karthik, could you tell us about the selection process of American Express for their summer interns?
So they start off with a pre-placement talk where the earlier interns will be called in to share their experience. And as we know, Amex being a big credit card business, they have different departments within India. So they'll, based on the domains or the departments they have come for, they'll explain how the department works and what is the skill set they have in the organization, and kind of set an expectation of what kind of knowledge they're expecting from you for the selection process. And the night after the interview or the day before the process, you get a shortlist. And right on the process day in the morning, it starts with a GD or an extempore, in which you'll be given a topic to discuss for 1 minute. And the second round will be a round with the project manager, who will be checking your technical experience or your challenges that you have faced in life. And the third round will be a mix of HR and a technical interview, where they'll be primarily checking your knowledge on math and your communication skills.
So, how was your round one, GT or extempo?
So GD or an extempore depends on the panelists. You basically have two panelists in the round, and it is up to them based on they'll call in 6 to 7 people into a GD room, and then randomly give out the decision of it being an extempore or a GD. They My topic for my I had an extempore, and the topic given for me was human AI versus human cognizance. uh, then we were given 30 to 40 seconds to think of what all topic points we want to put in, and each one they went by alphabetical order and asked us to speak for a minute. uh, you will, if you are somewhere in the between or in the end, you might get a chance to improve your points while listening to others. But if you're in the first right, you have to be ready, you have to put in your points readily to go ahead.
So, it was same topic for all 8 students in the that conference room.
Yes, all seven. So they don't change. They'll give you a reminder when you are exceeding your time also. But apart from that, topic didn't change for us.
Okay, perfect. I think this is a unique, form of selection. Very few companies offer this, but yeah, it's good to know.
So the GD was kind of a elimination round where like 20 to 30% max will be filtered out for the next round. And once in the first round of interviews, which was kind of said with a project manager, they kind in the initial stages they try to ease up the interview so that you can freely think about and answer. They make it comfortable for you and then start with the questions. My interviewer, he was also in the similar domain in the IT, worked in a service company as well. So his question was around what kind of roles that I've handled as an engineer, as an SAP engineer, and what all challenges I have faced. And then it went on a little deep into what kind of crucial issues that I've identified in the process, and how I was able to do it, and what kind of solutions did I propose, and after implementation, what were the results of it. Um, Eventually, what I felt is they were trying to see my approach towards the problem analysis or understanding the code, or my depth in the technical knowledge of Java, or like for me, it was in Java and scripting language, a little into technical knowledge and logical approach towards the problem. So post the round one, I was not given much time in my case. There is no wait for shortlist is what I believe, and because the round two panel was still free, I was right away asked to join the round two panel. And here I had two people, one from the HR, and one from directly was from the director of the department. So
Hmm.
in my case, I was handling sales and business enablement. So the director was there, as kind of trying to probe me on my technical knowledge or knowledge in math. And the HR was they she started off with tell me about yourself was the first basic question, and that kind of sets the tone of the interview or the rapport you try to build with the interview panel. And they do not try to stress you out. Yes, that they make you think. Once they try to get the basics out of you on maths and statistics, you are supposed to have a grip on it. Questions can be from anywhere, right from the basic mean median mode or to the normal bell graphs and these things. So once that is done, I was given a guesstimate to the question was on a base. My question was around how many trees were there in the campus. I had to give a guesstimate on how many plants and trees would be there in my campus. They will give you chances if they feel that you are kind of wrong. They'll give you opportunity to rethink and give a proper explanation. But yeah, it depends. You will have to kind of justify your answer.
And how long was this entire interview, process?
The first round was around 15-20 minutes, and the second round of interview went on for half an hour to 45 minutes. So this goes to be the final round after the HR technical, and there are a bunch of students selected from various campuses. And in my term or in the 2023 internship period, there were around 160 interns from all top tier IIMs and XLR, a couple of private colleges. So they hire with an intention to train them during internship and eventually take them for a full time. So this internship period is a very good opportunity, golden opportunity, in fact, to get a PPO and you know grab it, grab a great apple.
So Karthik, now we know about every steps of your interview. So I just wanted to know how did you prepare for this internship process experience?
Okay. So the pre-placement talk itself sets a half tone for your interview preparation. It kind of gives you a clarity on what all topics you have to prepare and what the HR or the interview panel is going to expect. Apart from that, from my suggestion, you are supposed to have a good knowledge on math, statistic related topics and analytics. For me, luckily, in my first year itself, we study business analytics and statistics. So regression models or data analysis algorithms or the how do you handle a normal bell curve or a left leaning right leaning curve, and how the mean median modes affected, how to manipulate data is what you study as part of these things. And if you are getting into a data analyst role or analyst intern role for internship, you are supposed to have basic knowledge of all these things. And if I refer to statistics, you are supposed to understand how mean, median, mode, standard deviation are operate, and what coefficient of correlation is. So one question that was asked to me in the second round was, give me the formula of coefficient of correlation. That's something most of us have studied late in intermediate or 10th class maths.
Yes,
So I
yes.
was not able to recollect the exact formula. I remembered the logic behind the topic. I gave them the logic. So I honestly accepted that I didn't know the formula exactly. So that they understand.
So Karthik, till now, we have covered your interview, rounds. How did you prepare? Now I want to know how was your, internship experience? What did you do in those 2 months?
Yeah, so in the 2 month stint, there are multiple locations. They have multiple offices within Gurgaon sector for the sectors. So irrespective of the office where you go, you are going to have a very good experience in terms of amenities or the facilities you're gonna get.
Hmm.
Cause it for me, it was when I joined it was still a hybrid model. We used to go to office at least 2 days a week, where the whole team, everyone in the office comes in. It depends on department to department, the days vary. So for us, it was Wednesday and Thursday where the whole team comes in. On those days, I'm expected definitely to be in the office so that I can interact and network is the key, right? They encourage you to network with anyone on the floor, irrespective of their position, as a fresher or to a senior VP. You get an opportunity to go and talk to everyone, and in this process you get to learn. And apart from it, they conduct town hall meetings every bi-weekly. And in these town hall meetings they discuss on the new initiatives that each team has taken, or some new achievement or new goals that they have achieved, so that the team gets motivated. And presentations are kind of primary thing that go on in every town hall. And if you are from a team who has worked on a new initiative or have automated something, or they're currently primarily working on automating a lot of stuff, if the way the people have been presenting their projects, that for me that was very inspiring, because these kind of presentations, we, even being as a MBA students, we don't get into that depth. They were so innovative in their presentations. They randomly have in videos, and the video timings are so on point that they, when the video, when you click on a button, their topic of their explanation of that topic ends right at that pinpoint timing. That's the kind of perfection that inspired me in doing, coming back to college and implementing all that stuff in my second year.
Karthik, we know that your entire internship experience was very fun and very good for you. So now my question is that you have gone through the every part of it. So what would be some additional pro tip that you can give to students who are planning to do their internship in American Express, or who want to sit for this interview?
Okay, so for the selection rounds, I'd say right when you get the JD, read through it thoroughly. In the pre-placement talk, give attention, because I was asked on certain things that were asked during the PPT. So for our time, we were still in not in the campus, and the seniors were in the campus. So in the PPT, we were sitting online. We couldn't hear much of it or see the presentation ourselves. So we kind of got a leeway on it, little benefit, where I was not able to answer, but they understood the situation. But you may not. So focus on the PPT, and then read through the JD, prepare on it. And if we come to the group discussion round or an extempore round, if a topic is given to you, uh, get your data right. When you're giving a point, try to have a backup information in terms of data or a news clipping or something that is concretely available over the internet. That kind of gives confidence on your knowledge or your approach. And if in case it is a topic that where you are supposed to take sides, don't be diplomatic. Take a side, good or bad, negative or positive. Take a side. And in the interviews, as said, even if you don't know the answer, be honest. Whatever you know, you try to answer. Just don't lie or play around things.
Thank you, Karthik, for such detailed explanation, and I think this is very insightful experience or session for the people who are actually interested in going through this rounds and preparing for this internship experience, interview process.